Hello there everybody, and welcome to the first part in this multi-series C programming tutorial. And in today's video we'll be looking at a simple C code to print out hello world. Now in the first line we can see include studio.h. Now this line is used to include the standard library, which contains a lot of useful functions including input and output functions. And I'm not going to get into details how libraries work. We'll get into that later in the course. And after that we can see the int main. Int main is the entry point of the code where the program execution begins. Every C code should include this to state where the main part of the code begins. And in the end of the function you will see return 0. This is used to state that the code is finished, and any lines of code written after this will be ignored. Here we can see the printf function. This printf function is used to print out whatever is written inside of these braces. And if we were to run this code, we can see that it prints out hello world. Now, what if we were to write another printf function, like now if we were to run this, you can see that it prints them out together adjacent. Now this is a flow, we need them to be in the new line after each other, so to fix that we'll write a backslash and n. This indicates the new line, and if we were to run this you can see that now they're in separate lines. We can not only include this at the end of the code, we can also include it in the middle of the sentences like this. And if we were to run this you can see that it says hello because we got hello here, and then we got backslash, it then says world and another backslash n and says hello there separately. Now let's talk about the syntaxes of the language. Syntaxes is like grammar in English language. This is a set of rules that we should abide when we are writing a code. For example, we have this function int main, and when it starts we should start it with curly braces and finish it with curly braces. This indicates that anything that's inside of here belongs to the int main function. Now every line of code should end in a semicolon. As you can see here, we print and then we end this in a semicolon. Next print we also end this in a semicolon, and return 0 also ends in a semicolon. This is the basic syntaxes of the C language. Now let's talk about comments. What if you want to annotate your code and explain to another person what you're writing here, or just would like to write something in your code without intervening with the main part of the code? Because we cannot just write something here like add another line. If we were to run this code, this will give us an error. As you can see, it's red here, and down here below it says error. Now to write just sentences in the code, we need to include 2 slashes like this, and now anything that we type after that will just be a comment. It will be ignored by the code, and this can be anything we want. So down here we can write some notes for the future, like add 2 more lines. And if we were to run this code, you can see that it successfully runs as before without any problems, and the comments are still here. Now what if you'd like to add few lines of comments? You could of course do it like this by spamming the slashes, but the better way to do this would be just to include a slash and a star sign. Now this indicates the beginning of the comment, and a star and slash is the ending of the comment. You can stretch this as long as you want, and now as you can see here, this is the end, this is the beginning, so anything you write here will be considered a comment. Even if we were to write something like, let's move this return 0 to the end. If we were to write something like this, wouldn't work because this is considered a comment. Now this is it for today. Thank you everybody for watching, and in the next video we're going to be looking at variables, what is a variable, how to write code with them, and so on. Goodbye.